when we're ready, we'll get started. So, standing, relaxing through shoulders, you're going to bring chin to chest and head slowly back. Good. Chin to chest and head slowly back. Good. Down and up. One more in each direction. And then you're coming back to the middle, looking over one shoulder and then the other. Good. And again, one more in each direction. Coming back to the middle, shoulder rolls. Pulling back through those shoulders. Well done. And where you can, starting to add in those arms, nice big circles. Well done. Keep it going. And 3, 2, 1, and coming forwards. Lovely. Well done. And 3, 2, 1. Relax there. Feet nice and wide. You're coming into your hip circles. So circle in one direction for now. Well done. And then when you're ready, other direction. Good. 3, 2, 1. Okay, from there, grabbing hold of your bands. So onto your bands. Bands come over, tops of your knees. Good. Feet hip width apart, and you're coming into your squat position. So working on keeping those knees apart, chest up. Good. And equal weight going through both feet. Well done. Keep it going. Three, 2, 1. From there, you're coming up and down on your tiptoes. So engaging through those tummy muscles, staying nice and strong, nice and controlled. Up and down. Good. Ten seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, you're coming into your combined movement. So knees bend, push up on your toes, extend, way and down. Bend, up, extend, and down. Bend, up, extend, and down. Lots of clicking going on. Good. Well done. 10 seconds to go. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, reversing the movement. So you're coming up on your toes, bend your knees, heels down, and extend. Up, bend, down, and extend. Good. Ten seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, bands coming around Tops of your ankles, starting off at one end of your mat. Hands resting onto hips if you can, slight knee bend. You're stepping out and controlling that foot in. So what we're trying to avoid is that foot sliding across the mat, so we don't want you sliding. We're trying to also avoid too much of this. Okay, so you're working at keeping nice and strong, those legs controlling that movement. So imagine you're balancing a book on that head. Try and keep that book on your head. Don't wobble around too much. Taking as big a steps as you can. And really working where you can too at not letting those feet get any closer than hip width apart. So you step out and control back to hip width. The goals are we should feel sides of those hips working nice and hard. Bottom muscles should be warming up. Good. Keep it going. And we're going for one more each direction. So by now we should be feeling like everything's on fire a little bit. Good. And last one. Keep going. Keep working it. Last movement. Keep stepping. Once you get to the end of your mat, turn to face along your mat. Those feet now want to be about mat width apart. Again, keeping those knees soft, so we don't want to be dead straight. Keeping those knees soft, we're stepping forwards. So you're working on keep those feet apart, heel comes down to the ground, and then you push off through your toe. So rocking forward, once you get to the end of your mat, you're coming onto toe down first, and then onto that foot. Toe down first. Again, same thing as before, trying to stay as upright as possible. Good. Keep it going, keep those feet nice and wide, keep working through those muscles. Last one, each direction. Nice big movements. Well done. Once you get to the end, band comes off of your feet and you're going to come and stand facing forwards. Toes pointing forwards, you're coming into your wide squat, turning into your lunge, back to your squat, and then over to the other direction. When you're ready, adding in your arms, reaching up, you come out, up, and over to the other side. If you want to make this harder, you're going to add in your heel raise. So in that lunge, add in a heel raise, you come back, and then you're adding in a heel raise other side. Keep it going. Ten seconds to go. Way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing facing along your mat, slightly bend, leg comes behind. You're pulsing your leg up and down. So keep your leg nice and straight, squeezing through bum muscles to bring that leg behind. You're trying to avoid bending that knee. And again, if being on a mat makes you wobble around too much, come onto the floor. Your static leg is nice and soft, and keep those toes relaxed. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch over to other side. Soft knee, leg behind, and you're pulsing up and down. Well done. Ten seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back over to that first leg. This time, opposite arm, opposite leg comes up. You control yourself forwards. You come back up to that start position again. Move here. So we're here. You control yourself forwards. And then you come back up. Nice and steady. Keep, again, toes nice and relaxed. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch over to the other side. Good. Keep those toes relaxed. And again, 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, coming back. Standing at the edge of your mat, you're going to come in to your spinal roll. So relaxing through shoulders, you're going to bring chin to chest, rolling shoulders forwards and slowly all the way down towards the ground. Feel a stretch and through the back of those thighs. And then rolling back up to that start position. We've got 2 more of those. So when you're ready, chin to chest, rolling through shoulders down, all the way down towards the ground. And slowly back up. Last one. This time we're reaching those arms up. As your arms come around, chin comes towards chest. And again we're rolling all the way down towards the ground. Good. Holding for a second or 2 there, and then when you're ready, bending through those knees, walking those hands out into your downward dog position, and you're pushing one heel down and then the other. Good. Three, 2, 1, staying in that position if you can. Opposite knee comes towards your elbow. You come back to that start position, switch over to other side. So opposite knee to elbow, and then you switch to other side. If that feels too much, you come onto your knees, same thing. So opposite knee to elbow, getting that rotation through that spine. Get those tummy muscles working. If you want this to be harder, keep your shoulders over your hands as you bring knee to elbow, sorry. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down onto the ground. Step back onto your heels into your child pose position and rotating through your wrists. keep loosening. Three, two, one. From there, coming up onto hands and knees, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. You're pulling that spine up towards your ceiling, tucking head under, and then tummy down towards the ground, lifting your head up. Good, nice and steady. Keeping your breathing nice and relaxed. Adding in a pause at neutral, so pausing halfway between those two movements. Keep moving up, and then again pausing, and all the way through. Good, one more in each direction. And then from there, coming into that neutral position that you've been pausing in, and we're coming into opposite arm, opposite leg, so breathing out as you reach out, in as you control back down, and you're switching over to the other side. So nice and steady with those movements. Again, imagine you've got that glass of water on your back. You're trying to keep that glass of water full. You're trying to avoid those hips rocking around everywhere. If you want to make this harder, again, I'm hoping you should have some weights. So feel free to add in weight into your hand. Good. Nice and steady. We've got 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, weight comes down if you've been using it, hands onto the ground, sitting back again into that child pose position and rotating through your wrists. Three, 2, 1. From there, coming back up onto hands and knees. From here, you're extending through right leg, so squeezing through bottom muscles, keeping that core nice and strong, and you're pulsing that right leg up and down. Again, if you want to make this harder, reach your left arm out in front and keep pulsing. Keep it going. Keeping nice and strong. Don't let that pelvis rock around. Don't let your back arch too, keeping that back in that neutral position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching over to the other side. Keep it going. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands and knees come back down. You're coming straight into your thread the needle. So you reach your arm through, then you rotate up towards the ceiling. If you want more rotation, you reach your arm through, rest your shoulder on the ground, rotate all the way up, and then you come all the way around. So we're working through one side first, stretching out one side. Last one on this side, and then we're switching to the other side. When you're ready, switching over to the other side. Last one on this side. Well done. Okay, from there, we're coming into your last weight-bearing exercise on those wrists. So hands under shoulders, toes tucked under, we're coming into your bear holds. So you're working on engaging through those tummy muscles, pushing up through hands, pushing up through toes. You're coming up and you're holding. If you want to make this harder, you can practice lifting one leg and then the other, one arm and then the other, or if that still feels easy, opposite arm and opposite leg. Keep it going. If you need a breather, come up towards the ceiling and then back into it. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, knees come down, sitting up onto your heels this time, so coming upright and rotating on those wrists. If that hurts your knees at all, come and sit over onto your side. Good work. It's hard work. Well done. I'm going to give you another 15 seconds worth of resting. 10 seconds left to rest. 5 seconds, so get back into your position ready. And when you're ready, lifting up again. Good, so really work on those muscles. Work on challenging that balance. Work on those core muscles. You should be feeling tired by the end of this. Keep it going. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. You're coming over onto your front. So resting forwards onto your front. Forehead resting onto your hands. You're squeezing through bottom muscles, lifting right leg up off of the ground. Control back down. And then lifting left leg up and down, up. And controlling back down. Good. Steady that breathing again. When you're ready, right leg is lifting and you're pulsing that leg up and down. So squeezing through bottom muscles. If you want to make this harder, rest forehead onto the floor, arms up in front, and as your right leg lifts, your left arm is also pulsing up off of the ground. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax down, switching over onto the other side. So left leg lifting, right arm lifting. If lifting that arm is too much, then just go with lifting that leg. Five, four, three, two, one. Lower that leg down, and from there you're coming up onto those elbows. So you're only moving as your pain allows. Sorry, I've got to clip this one back on. I'm only moving as your pain allows, coming up onto those elbows. If that feels like you can go a little bit more without any pain in your back, little push through your arms, looking up to the ceiling, and then control back down. And again, up, and control back down. Good. Breathing out as you're up, and as you come back down. Last one, up, and then control back down. Good. From there, you're pushing up onto your hands and knees again, back into that child pose for one more time. And from there, you're going to hold for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, coming back up onto those hands and knees, and you're turning over onto your backs. When you turn onto your back, make sure that you've got everything close by you. So you want to have your head blocked somewhere close by for a bit later. You want your weights and you want your band. Before you lie down, band is going to come around the tops of your knees. Once your band is around the tops of your knees, you're lying onto your back. Arms relaxed back down by your side temporarily. Feet hip width apart. You're going to squeeze through bottom muscles, slowly peeling those hips up off of the ground. And then you're controlling back down again. So keep those knees apart, squeezing, rolling those hips up. And then control back down. Quite quickly, if that feels easy, we're coming into holding on to your weights and arms pointing to the ceiling, and same thing. Squeezing and rolling those hips up and then control down. Good. And from there, when you're ready, you're adding in your arm movements. So squeezing, rolling those hips up off the ground. Once they're up, arms control overhead. They come back to point to the ceiling, and then hips roll back down again. Good. So squeezing through those bottom muscles, rolling those hips up off of the ground. Arms control overhead. They come back to point to the ceiling, and hips lower down. Good. Nice and steady. From there, if you want to make this harder, you're going to not touch your bottom fully onto the ground. So arms are going to control overhead. They come back. As you lower down, you hover those hips, and then you go straight back up again. So you're not fully resting on the ground. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. From there, hips now become static. So hips staying up. Don't let them come down towards the ground. And you're going to just control those arms overhead. They come back to point to the ceiling. And then you go overhead again. Nice and steady. Breathing out as you bring those arms back up to the ceiling. Avoiding that breath hold. Ten seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, lower those hips back down towards the ground. Relax your arms down by your side. Bring your knees towards your chest. Use your hands to hold them in. And drawing figure of 8 with those knees. Three, 2, 1. From there, feet come back down. Arms pointing up to, or arms relaxed down by your sides, sorry. Arms relaxed down by your sides. Feet hip width apart. You're squeezing through bum muscles and rolling those hips up off of the ground. Once they're up, we're practicing weight transfer. So transferring that weight over to your right, you lift your left heel up, you control back down, and then you switch over to the other side. So transfer that weight over, heels just lifting, and control back down, and then switch. If that feels easy, then you're going to come into leg extension. So rather than lifting your heel, instead you're going to try and straighten through one leg. You control back down and straighten through other leg. Working on keeping those hips as level as you can. Keep bottom muscles working. So you should feel this in your bottom, not in through your back. If that still feels okay, arms pointing to the ceiling, and same thing. Keep it going. If that still feels easy and you want more of a challenge again, weights are going to come into either hand and you're going to repeat. Nice and steady, keep those hips up. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, keeping those hips static, up still if you can. So bum muscles should be burning at this stage. Arms pointing to the ceiling. You're controlling your arms this time out to opposite sides. So you're opening up through those arms and then you come back up. So go nice and steady. So hips lifted, arms now controlling out to the sides, and they're coming back up. Controlling out to the sides, and then coming back up. Good, and again. Out, and back up. Out, and back up. To make this harder, you can either, as you're controlling those arms out to the side, you might shift your weight over to one side and come back up, and then shift weight over to other side and back up. If you still want more challenge than that, extend through one leg as those arms open and come back together, and then over to the other side, and back up. Keep it going. Keep working those muscles nice and hard. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, weights come back down by your sides, knees come to your chest, and hold them in. And I'm really sorry if you've already done this. I'm redoing the last ending because the computer died. Not the computer, the camera died. Good. And 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, band is coming off of those knees and over to the side. You're grabbing hold of your weights. Weights coming back up to point to the ceiling if you can. Keeping tummy muscles engaged from here. We're lifting one leg up into your tabletop position. Control back down. And then other leg up into tabletop position and control back down. So keep those tummy muscles engaged. Don't let your back arch off of the ground. Keep nice and strong. Good. Okay, from there we're making it harder quite quickly. So right leg coming up to tabletop position, left leg to join, right leg down, left leg down. Then left leg up, right leg to join, left leg down, right leg down. So then you're alternating, leading legs, one leg lifting, and then the other, and then you're switching over. Good. Keep it going. Up, well done, and again, up, and down. Good, keep working, and down, and up, and down. Good, if that feels okay, you're keeping your legs up into that tabletop position. You're tapping one foot down and then the other. So wherever you feel most comfortable. If this feels too much, then go back to that first stage. Remember, this movement is coming from that hip as much as possible. You're trying not just to bend and straighten at those knees. So that hip needs to move as you do this movement. Keep it going. Nice and steady. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, if you need a break, feet come down onto the ground and rest your arms. If you want to keep working, keep yourself into that tabletop position. So keep holding if you can. Otherwise, if you want to, now's your time to have a break. We've got 10 seconds left of your breaking, if you're breaking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone now coming back up into that tabletop position. So we now should be in your dead bug position. From there, again, keeping those arms still. One leg is controlling out to the side. You come back up, you switch over to other leg. Leg comes out to the side, and then you pull back up. So only one leg is moving. You're using those core muscles to keep the rest of your body in that neutral position. So one leg controls out to the side and back up, and then over to the other side and back up. If this feels too much, one foot comes down on the ground, other leg is controlling out to the side. You bring your foot down, switch, and then leg comes out to the side. Keep it going. Keep working. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, feet come down to the ground, arms down by your sides temporarily, and relaxing. You're bringing knees over to one side, together, they come back up, and then over to the opposite side. Remember, with this movement, as your knees go to the left, your head is looking to the right, and as your knees go to the right, your head is looking to the left. So keep yourself just gently moving. Good. Well done. 3, 2, 1. From there, grabbing hold of those weights again. Last round of that strengthening work. Both legs up into that tabletop position if you can, so that 90-degree hip and knee bend. If that feels too much, one foot's going to be down on the ground, and then you just switch every few seconds. If you can, you're going to keep your arms up. One arm controls overhead. It comes back up, and then you're switching. And then you come back up. So right arm controlling overhead nice and slowly. Comes back up to the ceiling. And left arm. Good. Remember, if this feels too much, bring one foot down to the ground and then the other. Good. Keep it going. If this feels okay, then you're going to add in your leg movements. So from here, as my right arm extends overhead, left leg is extending, I come back and then I switch to the other side and back. Right leg and then left leg. Remember, you're breathing out as you extend, in as you come back, and then you're switching. Good. And again, you're trying to work on, try not to let those knees come too close towards your chest, so you don't want them to come really close. Instead, you want to keep that 90-degree hip bend. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, feet come back down to the ground. Weights move away. Arms relaxed by your sides if you can. Feet are together. You're controlling those knees out to the side into your butterfly stretch. You bring your knees back up to point to the ceiling and they move out again. If you want to feel more of a stretch, hands come behind head, and as those knees drop out, elbows are also dropping out to the side. They come back up and then you move again. And back up. Good, nice and steady. Up and again. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, knees come back up to point to the ceiling. Arms again out to the sides. You're rocking your knees over to the right, looking over to the left. You come back up and then you switch to the other side. Good. If you want more of a stretch, as your knees drop to the right, your top knee is coming up close towards your hand. Feel more of a stretch. Make sure you keep your shoulders flat on the ground. You come back to the middle and then you switch over to the other side. Good. And 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Knees come back up to point to the ceiling. One foot comes over the top of your bent knee and you're coming into your figure 4 stretch. Pushing knee down towards the ground. If you want more of a stretch, Bring your knees towards your chest. Use your hands to hold them in. Good. Keep holding. And from there, straightening and bending through your knees if you can. If that feels too much, then go back a stage. Three, two, one. Can we switch over to the other side? So other foot comes over the top of that bent knee and you're pushing your knee down. If that feels okay and you want more of a stretch, bring your knees towards your chest, use your hands to hold them in, and again straightening and bending. Good. Keep going. Keep working. 3, 2, 1. From there, both knees coming towards your chest and you're rocking those knees forwards and backwards. And then when you're ready, you're tucking your chin and you're going to rock yourself up into sitting up. One leg straightens, one knee bends if you can. If that's painful, then both legs are going to straighten out. So whatever you're most comfortable doing, turning your chest to face your foot, you're reaching forwards towards your foot. Good. Keep holding. Good. And then from there, turning shoulder towards your foot, reach your hand up towards the ceiling and feel a stretch all in through the back of that thigh and through your inner thigh. When you're ready, you're taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, bring your arm further overhead, feel the stretch all down through your side. Well done. And coming back up. And you're switching over to the other side. So turning your chest towards your foot, reaching hands forward towards your foot, and feel a stretch all down through the back of your thigh. Keep holding, keep feeling that stretch. And from there, turning shoulder towards your foot, reach your hand up towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready, taking a deep breath in, as you breathe out, bring the arm further overhead. Feel a stretch all down through that side. Good, keep holding. And 3, 2, 1, coming back up to that start position. One leg straightens, one knee bends. Bent knee comes over the top of your straight knee. You hold that knee in with the opposite arm to leg, and you're looking over that bent knee. And again, purpose of camera, if anyone is stuck, have a little look around. I'm hoping someone will be able to help out with this stretch. Good. Keep that chest up as much as possible. Well done. Coming back to the middle, switching over to the other side. So other knee bends up, comes across, holding that knee in with your hand, and you're looking over that bent knee. Keep holding. Keep going. And 3, 2, 1. When you're you're ready, coming back to the middle, turning over onto your hands and your knees, sitting back into that child pose position. And from there, you're walking your hands out over to the right hand side. Feel the stretch down through your left hand side. Well done. Walking your hands back to the middle and over to the left and feeling your stretch down that right. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1. Coming back to the middle, up onto hands and knees, toes tucked under. You're pushing up into your downward dog and pushing one heel down and then the other. Again, nice and steady with this, take your time. Keep it going. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, walking those hands slowly up towards your feet if you can, and rolling up into that standing position. Well done. We've got one more spinal roll, so when you're ready, chin to chest, rolling those shoulders forwards and all the way down towards the ground, feeling a stretch all in through the back of that thigh. Rolling back up into standing. From there, one hand reaches up and behind head. Other hand reaches up and pulling your elbow towards your ear. Feel that stretch all through the back of that arm. Well done. 3, 2, 1. From there, keeping your hand there, you're reaching the other hand up behind your back towards your fingertips. Feeling that stretch all in through that shoulder. Working through that full shoulder range of movement. Well done. And then when you're ready, switching over. So hand comes behind head, other hand comes on top of elbow and pull elbow towards your ear. Well done. And then from there, once you're ready, hand reaches up behind, reaches up for those fingertips, and you're holding into that position. So staying nice and strong, nice and tall. Good. 5 seconds to go. Feel that stretching through your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Well done, everyone. Good job.